The tournament's scariest rookie just sees the announcer's stage to confess she's been lying about her name the entire bracket. She's not Erin Sabrina, plucky unknown who skewered 8 knights in one move. She's Helen Draker, the Iron Knight, and the disguise existed for exactly one reason: to get a clean swing at Zeke. Rewind to how we got here. Felix Balensha, the Zimmons golden boy, the guy who's been cruising all tournament, kneels in front of his master and admits he lost. Completely. His word, not mine. Whoever did that to a finalist-grade vassal deserves a closer look. The crowd does damage control on his behalf. Felix fought so well in the semifinals, they say, that even the winner's sword was shaking after the match. Hold onto that shaking sword. I promise it makes a lot more sense in about 10 panels. Then the winner takes the floor. My name is not Erin Sabrina. Ma'am, you registered under that name. There were forms. Anyway, she's not done. Full title drop: Helen Draker, direct descendant of the household, pureblood awakened one. Normally a masked tournament prodigy turns out to be a secret sibling or a demon in a coat. Wrong genre. This one's your family's in-house auditor. Chapter 88 claimed her handlers were aiming her at Zeke. The handler was her all along. The stands go from polite applause to open panic in one panel. The Iron Knight, who wiped out every outlaw in the central region, who never shows her face, has been sitting in their bracket all week. Then she gets to the actual point. She intends to fight the final at full strength, so would the committee kindly reconsider that cute little rule banning aura? That's not a request, that's a press conference with a sword. And public opinion does the rest. Aura is legal in the final. Notice the pattern here. The Siemens rigged the spear throw, the Zimmons rigged the rope, then the Yetis. Helen rigged a rule too, except she rigged it open. Pocket that rule change, it tells you exactly why she's really here. Meanwhile, Liam is sweating through his brand new armor, asking if Zeke's really going to make him do closed-door training over this. Rookie, you went the distance with the Iron Knight in disguise and kept your limbs. Take the win. Zeke watches him panic and thinks, quote, I should treat him a little better from now on. 94 chapters. It took 94 chapters. Final day, banners, packed stands, an announcer who has clearly been waiting his entire career for this crowd. We will now begin the tournament finals, but first, he says, a very special guest has joined us. And this is where the chapter quietly gets much bigger than a trophy. It's Arthur Draker, the patriarch, head of the entire Draker household, one of the 3 Transcendent families, a man who does not do public appearances, settling in to watch 2 of his own swing swords at each other. Quick aside, because it matters, patriarchs of Transcendent households don't attend tournaments, they attend auditions. Someone in this final is interviewing for something much bigger than a medal. Introductions: in one corner, Zeke Draker, youngest Blue Knight on the continent, professional ruiner of rigged tournaments. In the other, Helen Draker, the Iron Knight, carrying Dragon Buster, the famous sword Arthur personally handed her when she made Blue Knight. So that shaking sword I flagged earlier, it has a name, a pedigree, and the man who gifted it is sitting in the stands. No pressure. Pre-fight small talk, Helen edition. The one who fought me in the semifinals was your squire, impressive enough to make me curious about the man he serves. Yes, Liam lost that match and still ran better advertising for his boss than 4 sponsoring houses combined. The trash talk stays extremely polite, compliments are exchanged, thanks are given, and underneath it 2 people quietly promise each other a real fight. Zeke's read: things won't go as anyone's planning. Bold thing to think at the woman who outplanned an entire tournament committee. Bell rings, no feeling out process, no circling, 2 Drakers close the distance like it's personal. Because it is. Stakes check because Zeke's inner monologue earns it. This is the one opponent in 90+ chapters he's admitted scares him. The Regressor cheat sheet is running on fumes, and his line isn't just I can't lose, it's I want to surpass the one in front of me. No for knowledge, he earns this one or he doesn't. So he opens the family book. Dragonslayer Art, Chapter 3, Crescent, and the whole arena lights up like someone flipped a switch. The crowd does the math out loud. Are there several Zekes? Yes, afterimages. A Blue Knight is running Mirage clones in an aura duel against the Iron Knight, and he's doing it like a warm-up stretch. Helen's 1-star review: you're relying on tricks, they're useless against me, and she just walks through the light show. I'd be offended on Zeke's behalf if it wasn't so relentlessly on brand. Cut to the VIP box. Arthur Draker, surveying total chaos. What a commotion. Grandpa Transcendent is having a lovely afternoon. Someone asks Arthur who wins, and he goes full patriarch, predicting the winner is meaningless in the end, only the winner matters. Great line, completely undercut by him failing to hide his smile. Also, respectfully, Arthur, predicting is not meaningless. It's the entire reason this video exists. Watch me work. Because Arthur clocks the important thing in 2 panels flat, Zeke found himself a proper sponsoring family, and that new stance is not Dragon Slayer art, it's a different sword style entirely. The patriarch is scouting mid-match, file that away. Zeke's assessment of the most famous defense on the continent, solid, so he'll have to shake it up a little. He's grading her mid-fight. And for the first time all tournament, Helen sounds less like an examiner and more like a fan. What are you planning? Where did that swordsmanship come from? Did you seriously learn a second style on top of Dragon Slayer art? The tester is getting tested. His answer, a sword style learned from his reliable sponsoring family. That's the Graham Alliance paying out. Curing Angelina didn't just buy escort guards, it bought a second arsenal. And that rule change I told you to pocket. She forced Aura back in so the real Zeke would have nowhere to hide. He's showing her everything. From here on it's going to get interesting. Agreed, so let's predict. 1. Nobody wins this cleanly because Helen's real verdict is recruitment. Win or lose, Zeke leaves with an invitation to Kali's side of the family war. 2. Arthur summons him privately before the arc ends. That smile wasn't spectating, it was shortlisting. And 3. The spicy one. The Intelligence Bureau or the Black Knights crash this exact spotlight because nothing draws knives like every important Draker in one arena. That's my call. Drop yours before next chapter makes fools of us both.